Welcome, everyone. This is my first marriage. I ask you all to bear with us. Hopefully not my last. The end of a new marriage. We're all here today in celebration of two remarkable individuals, Karen Subach and John Chris Anderson, two dear friends of mine who fell in love and today joined together as a family. As these two people are joined, so are we, their families and friends, united through them. And we are very lucky. Truly, we are privileged to be a part of this marriage. Today, at its inception, and as witnesses every day to come. I mean that. And from the rehearsal dinner, I'm really privileged and honored to be a part of this wedding party. And everyone who's friends with Christine have been really great, and families are wonderful. And I think I'm really excited that you guys are going to be together forever, so I can continue coming to these events. Amy asked her friend Adam to perform a song by Max Waller called Two Sleepy People about how much in love two people can be even after years of being together. Take it away, Adam.
Thank you very much.
Here we are, out of cigarettes, holding hands and yawning. Look how late it gets. Two sleepy people by dawn's early light. Too much in love to say goodnight. Here we are in this cozy chair, picking on a wishbone from the Frigidaire. Two sleepy people with nothing to say, too much in love to break away. Do you remember the nights we used to linger in your hall? Your father didn't like me at all, but I was crazy about you, baby. Do you remember the reason why we married in the fall? To rent this little nail and get a piece of rest. Said here we are, just about the same. A barky little fellow, a dizzy little dame. Two sleepy people by dawn's early light. Too much in love to say goodnight. Good night.
Adam, that was lovely. She had many relationships in her lifetime. That one relationship just isn't enough. I tend to agree with Macindoe, but only because he followed it up by saying that the luckiest people have more than one relationship with the same person. These many relationships, in my opinion, take two forms. cross-section, and a time series. I was an econ major. Cross-section takes a snapshot at one moment in time. At that moment, your spouse is your friend, your lover, a doctor, your editor, a chocolatier, a masseuse, a podiatrist, and in some special cases, your bandmate. This is very important because it's often too expensive to hire a podiatrist, and it's hard to figure out if it's covered by your HMO, which is where spouses come in handy. The time series examines the relationship between two people across time. How do two people change? How do they stay the same? What's different about Amy today than the day they were engaged? 1 year ago today. They were engaged in Mexico, so probably less hot. I mean, not less hot. She's a very different woman. Less hot. Tempted. What's different about Chris today than who he'll be 10, 20, 30 years from now? Maybe he'll be finished recording the Strength album. No pressure. And the most important question, are Amy and Chris the lucky people who are able to have many relationships with the same person? Are they people who can stay true both to themselves and to each other? I strongly believe Amy and Chris are the lucky people whose relationship will change and flourish and not possess or imprison. They're both incredibly independent, seeking out new adventures, maintaining lifelong friendships, and improving themselves as individuals constantly. And from what I can see, they both relish in each other's independence and appreciate each other's warm embrace of friends and family and alone time. When we were in college, Chris's parents came to visit us at our quirky, ramshackle Victorian house just a few miles from here, and told us a story about Chris as a little boy in his cowboy boots, climbing on his tricycle, revving the imaginary engine, and pedaling straight into the pool. This is the essence of Chris Anderson. The essence of Amy, I think, can be captured in a tale of Amy's vegan years. For those of you who don't know, a vegan is a vegetarian who can't eat animal products of any kind. No milk, no honey, no eggs. But she had one weakness. Two weaknesses. Fried chicken and beef jerky. Who doesn't have a weakness for beef jerky? One day, Amy and I were out with some friends, and one of our friends, she was mowing down on a chicken breast from Popeyes, and a friend of ours said to her, "Amy, you can't eat that, you're a vegan." To which she replied, "I'm not a vegan, I'm an Amy." And proceeded to turn down the coleslaw because it contained milk products. These two stories are tales of them as individuals, becoming the people who they are today, getting married. When I was preparing this ceremony, I asked each of you to describe when you knew you were in love. Amazingly, you both chose the same moment. Not day or hour or week, but instant, in a car at the Portland airport. Amy, you said you were nervous. With your airport gum and your airport water, nervous because Chris had been living in Austin since the end of The World Is Our Litter Box tour, previous August. From my understanding, you guys talked on the phone a lot, for hours at a time, and you were excited and anxious about being with Chris again. Chris, you were living in Austin, above a coffee shop, missing Amy like crazy. You were flying to Portland to record the At Dusk album, and Amy and the band came to pick you up. You were sharing the backseat of a car, heading, I think, to Krispy Kreme, when Amy reached out her hand, and you reached out yours, and you looked at each other, and you're holding hands, and feeling, in Amy's own words, like your lives were going to be different. Starting something new and good, and feeling this is right. This is it. That moment when you both felt it and believed it, and knew your lives would never be the same. Amy, Chris, you guys both took your vows for each other.
It was the only pocket I had. I, Amy Karen Subach, take you, John Christopher Anderson, and I promise you that I will love you, snuggle you, sing to you, dance with you, laugh with you, listen to you, cherish you, and be your friend forever.
It's your turn, Chris.
I, Chris Anderson, promise you, Amy Subach, that I will love you, cherish you, feed you, and care for you. I promise that I will listen to you and always speak honestly. I promise that I will live my life with yours and keep my heart open to you. May we grow old together. I will love you as long as I live.
I ask you now to join hands again in that same spirit as a testament to that moment you realized you were forever, touching hands in a car on the way to Krispy Kreme. You each brought symbols you wear every day, rings, as a reminder and an expression and a celebration of each other. I ask you now to please exchange rings. Do you, Amy Karen Subach, take John Chris Anderson to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
Do you, John Chris Anderson, take Amy Karen Subach to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
As a community of friends and family, we too are joined by this marriage. In a ritual spanning back through the ages, I ask you to consecrate this marriage with me. That's consecrate, not to consummate.